So I like to be a little diverse in my picks. So this pick was from 1956. It was a short called The Red Balloon, filmed in France. As of 2024, according to IMDb, it's also won Oscars for Best Writing and Best Original Screenplay.
I wonder if it was because it was ahead of its time. Because I thought the red balloon itself during the entire series was impressive. Very impressive for 1956.
69 years ago.
I feel very old.
I thought the picture looked really pretty too. I thought it looked visually clear and quite beautiful.
Sarah, you told me I've seen this before.
I was wondering if you had, because I thought maybe 10 years ago I made you watch it.
When I think of Red Balloon, I think of it in Pennywise.
Sure.
This little boy was holding a suitcase and was like dressed to the nine. And I was thinking to myself, where is this little boy going with a suitcase?
It was very crazy to see that.
He went a long way to school.
Yeah.
I agreed.
I was like, where are these boys' parents? He was totally comfortable going up to complete strangers, but he was like protecting his balloon. And this is where you really realize like they're friends. Mm-hmm. And the balloon listened to him, but also had an attitude. The balloon was playing games, hide and seek with the little boy. It unfortunately takes a dark turn.
It does. I gotta tell you, approximately 1986, that I saw this for the first time. It was at my elementary school. The lunchroom they made into like a movie theater with the lights off, and then we had the big projector, and we saw this film, and that's how I remember it. And that's why I revisited it approximately 10 years ago, and then again today. The only part I remember is when the bullies enter the storyline.
Oh, that is traumatic.
It is.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, I have anger, I have sadness, I have grief, I have all these emotions, and I probably had them as a 9-year-old. And that is probably what has affected me today when I watch movies with animals.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm not laughing, but that is a really good point. Because those of you who don't know, Sarah will not watch anything that has anything to do with any animal that gets hurt, even if it's fake.
And the balloon acted like it had thoughts and it had its own motivation. So it could be compared to an animal.
Speaking of the red balloon having a personality, he flirted with the blue balloon.
I did too. I was like, ooh, a romance.
Very playful.
So Sassy, explain to me this romance.
It started with the red balloon, went up to the blue balloon, was almost like it was flirting. When the little boy went and took the red balloon, the blue balloon followed. Yep. We used to play a game in elementary school saying like boys chase girls. Totally felt vibes like that.
The blue balloon belonged to a little girl. So that also was very cute.
Yes, I remember.
Yes. And, we backtracked a little bit, but then back to the bullies. So these bullies are just terrorizing. And this little boy, I'm telling you guys, this boy runs more than Forrest Gump. He is running everywhere to protect his balloon.
When I sat down and rewatched this, so this is now my 4th time watching this, I kept thinking, oh no, I could not recall the pick because I knew I would have to sit through this traumatizing ending again.
And I knew things were not good, Sassy, as soon as my dear sister shedded some tears.
I would say, no. I ran to the restroom and grabbed a roll of toilet paper because I couldn't find the Kleenex box, and I cried and cried and cried before the big stop.
And I went, oh no, because I knew exactly what was going to happen as I see the rocks being thrown at the red balloon.
The problem with the bullies is that they were jealous of a true friendship between the boy Pascal and his friend, the red balloon. I think they were just raging with jealousy, and they wanted to end what they did not have, because if they are mean bullies, I don't think they're probably true friends with each other.
What did you guys think of the ending when the bullies slingshotted the balloon and it started deflating?
My heart broke.
I would say 2 hearts broke tonight, possibly 3.
Yes.
I saw it deflating. I thought, what is my sister thinking? When I saw the stomp, I thought, is it best that it's out of its misery? Or does that just make it harder on the heart?
And the balloon follows them through the city, representing innocence, joy, and companionship. Hit me a lot harder watching the balloon slowly crumple and deflate. And when you see that final stomp, rips your heart out.
That was awful.
Well said. And then at the end, as some sort of justice, we see every balloon that is in the city of Paris, France, slip out of these people's hands, adults, children, and they all are in the air. They're marching down the street. It's hilarious. And they all go to one area, and that's where Pascal is sitting with his deflated friend.
Oh yeah, that image was not good.
No, it was heartbreaking.
All of these balloons are gathering, and like he's grabbing their strings and he's smiling again as he's being lifted up by all these other balloons. What is there anything that hits you in this scene that you're like, wait?
No.
He leaves his red balloon lying there, and I'm like, take him with, like, grab him.
Oh, I see it. I see what you mean.
I
guess I didn't notice that.
Well, I did.
Again, everyone notices different things. I would have preferred him to pick up that red balloon, have them patch that up, or like, just because there's no air in the balloon, does it mean he's really gone? Well, grab him so you can take him home and put him under your pillowcase, and maybe he's just, a disabled friend. Mm-hmm. And I mean that with respect.
Yes. Saying the red balloon can represent hope, love, or passion, since red is tied to a strong emotion. You can see like his red balloon meant more to him. It was his companion throughout this entire city. When he got locked up in that building, I'm assuming it's a school, he had the red balloon there waiting for him. So it was a companion throughout the entire short, getting into, him chasing it down, rescuing it from the bullies, to then have the bullies take it away from him. To me, it was devastating just from the standpoint of the symbolism. It was heartbreaking.
If someone decides to go on YouTube and watch this, which this is available on YouTube, it might be a good idea to watch it twice.
And that's what I felt when I watched it the second time, is I missed stuff. I mean, obviously I missed him leaving his friend when the other balloons took him away.
And this is definitely a short where interpretation is really important.
It's great to get your opinions and your thoughts on this. What grade would you put on this book?
I think I would give it a solid B. I was really glad to see that it was more of, like Erin mentioned, interpretation. Like, we're seeing it, we're understanding there's a hidden symbolism. So solid B for me.
I'm going to do a B+. I think this short was ahead of its time back in 1956. Only not an A- because of what happened, unfortunately, to the red balloon.